Hi, I'm Brian Ireson. I'm one of the instructors at the Computer Workshop. Today, I thought we would discuss how you can send an email in advance. So, in other words, we're going to delay the delivery of this message until a predetermined time. Now, with all this in mind, we're going to start off with an outgoing message. You can see I have one here. And we have our ribbon at the top, and the tab that we want to look for will be the Options tab. Once you've tapped on the Options tab, you can see here in the More Options group, there is in fact a Delay Delivery button. Now to access this, you simply go ahead and give it a quick tap. Once you have tapped the Delay Delivery button, the Properties window will open, and from here you can see you can access options regarding the sensitivity, where you can change the importance level from low, normal to high. I have yet to ever encounter an email that has been sent to me as low importance. I think it's rather comical, but it's there in case you needed it. You can change the sensitivity of the email. You can look at security settings. You can decide whether you will auto archive this, or I should say, you can decide not to auto archive this. You can also here access your voting buttons. And from this drop-down, you can use the pre-built approved reject, yes, no, maybe. You can even write your own, but do note that what separates each of these options will in fact be a semicolon. So you can write a list of options that you would like people to vote on of your own by simply typing in here and separating each option with a semicolon. You can also decide whether you would like to have a delivery and or a read receipt associated to this message. In the delivery options, you have some wonderful tools that you may not have really ever explored before. The first will be Have Replies Sent To. With this option engaged, you would be able to send your client a message and have the replies sent to a colleague for those instances where you will not be in the office and the client's request or information is in fact time sensitive, so you can have a colleague manage the account while you are away. Here is the one that we are looking for today though, the do not deliver before. Here you can set a date, so I could actually set this to be Friday, and I would be able to change what time this will be sent out. So it might be one of those things like a timesheet where you know that you will be leaving at a certain time, but you have a tendency to forget, so you can send that message at the beginning of the week with this do not deliver before engaged. Now I do want to preface all this with this one little piece of vital information. You must be actively logged in to your email account in order for this to be sent. So in other words, if you leave for the day, shut everything down, this message would not be sent until the next time you open your Outlook account. This basically just stores the message in your outgoing box until this time is reached, and then it sends it as if you had just tapped the send button while you were in the process of writing the message. Another option that you might find really valuable is the expires after. This is an option that you may want to engage if you have a time sensitive request of information. But if the person has not seen that message by the time that your expires after is reached, the message will automatically just be removed from the recipient's inbox. Now, again, this only will work when you are working on the Exchange server and you are emailing colleagues that are using the same server. This would not pull a message back from an external server. Another option that you might like to know about here is the save a copy of the sent message. This is a good option to just help cut down on the amount of clutter in your sent items folder. If it's a message of little or no importance, there's no point in really worrying about saving these. And on a final note, you don't actually have to go all the way into the Options tab on the ribbon. You can access all of these things from the Message tab by simply looking to the Tags group right here, where you generally come in and assign the high importance to things. And again, look, there's the low importance. We can simply click the little dialog box launcher right there to access all of the properties again. Now I'm going to go ahead and close out of this, and that wraps it up for this little tutorial. I hope that you got something useful out of all of this. Remember, if you like what you've seen today, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel. If you would like to learn more about Outlook, please go ahead and visit our website, tcworkshop.com, and register for a class. So once again, I'd like to say thank you for your time today, and until next time, take care for now.